Your cat has been evaluating you long before you ever filled their bowl. You wake up and your cat is already nearby, watching without a sound. Most people assume affection begins with feeding or petting, yet your cat's judgment started much earlier. They study tone, posture, and consistency in silence. Beneath calm routines lies a system of quiet tests. In this piece, you will discover the unseen ways cats decide if you are safe to trust. These insights can reshape how you understand every interaction at home. Nearly everyone misunderstands at least one of these signals. But before we begin, please press like and subscribe to support our channel. And now let us look closer. 1. The small annoying test you never noticed. Your cat started judging you long before you filled the bowl or bought a toy. What feels like random behavior is often a quiet evaluation happening in real time. You have seen it before. Your cat pushes a pen off the table. A glass rolls to the floor. You sigh. You react. Sometimes you raise your voice without thinking. It seems like mischief. It seems childish. But to your cat, it is something else entirely. Cats sometimes create small disturbances to observe your emotional response under mild stress. They are not focused on the object. They are measuring your baseline. In the wild, survival depends on reading reactions quickly. A sudden loud response signals danger. A steady, calm tone signals safety. The right move is simple and slow. Pause. Breathe. Pick the object up without sharp movement or harsh sound. Keep your voice low and even. Over time, your cat begins to relax around you. The eyes soften. The body stays in place instead of running. The tail moves loosely instead of flicking. For a cat, consistency feels safer than affection. 2. The boundary test, respecting distance. Have you ever reached out to pet your cat and felt them stop just out of reach? What if that small pause was not hesitation, but a test you did not notice? This moment happens every day. Your cat walks toward you, slows down, stops a few inches away. You lean forward to close the gap. Most people think they are encouraging closeness. They believe quick affection proves love. But to a cat, forced contact can feel like pressure. That tiny pause is calculation. They are checking whether you will respect space or ignore it. Cats are wired for autonomy. Control over distance lowers stress hormones and keeps their body calm. The better choice is to soften your posture. Turn your body slightly sideways. Let your hand rest still instead of reaching forward. Allow them to step in on their own. When they choose to close the space, the energy shifts. They rub gently. They stay longer. Their breathing slows near you. Respect creates safety, and safety builds trust faster than enthusiasm ever could. 3. Cats do not react. They evaluate. People often say cats are moody and unpredictable. The truth is, they are usually responding to patterns we fail to see. Every day you move through your home. You speak on the phone, you walk past your cat. You open doors and shift objects. Most owners assume their cat barely notices these small details. They believe attention only happens during feeding or play. In reality, your cat is constantly scanning you. They read tone of voice. They observe posture. They track how quickly you move. Cats evolved as observers. Acting too fast in the wild could mean danger. That instinct never disappeared indoors. Your cat does not label you as good or bad. They sort you into safe or unpredictable. When your movements are steady and your voice remains gentle, their body relaxes. They stop tracking every step. They begin to rest more deeply in your presence. To a cat, trust is built through patterns, not promises. 4. The silent language of the slow blink. If you understand the meaning behind one quiet look, you can deepen trust without touching your cat at all. You have seen it before. Your cat sits across the room and slowly closes their eyes while looking at you. Then they open them again in a calm, unhurried way. Many people miss this moment. Some think the cat is sleepy. Others look away too quickly. But this slow blink is not random. It is a social signal used only when a cat feels safe enough to lower their guard. In the feline world, closing the eyes means releasing vigilance. It means the nervous system is calm. It means there is no immediate threat. The right response is gentle and simple. Soften your gaze. Slowly close your eyes for a brief second. Then open them calmly without staring. Over time, your cat begins to blink back more often. They remain in place instead of turning away. The space between you feels quiet and settled. Shared safety can be built without a single word. Trust sometimes grows in silence. 5. The comfort test when you are vulnerable. You sit quietly after a long, exhausting day and your cat appears beside you without a sound. Why do they come closer exactly at that moment? This happens more than most people realize. During stress, during sadness, during times when your energy feels low. Many believe the cat is simply seeking warmth or routine closeness. It looks like coincidence. But cats are sensitive to emotional shifts. They detect subtle changes in breathing patterns and muscle tension. Your mood changes the atmosphere of the room. When your cat sits beside you during those moments, they are observing how you respond to vulnerability. Do you welcome the closeness? Or do you gently push them away? The better approach is calm acceptance. Let them stay. Rest your hand nearby without gripping. Allow shared quiet to unfold naturally. Soon you may notice them settling fully. Their body presses closer. Their eyes close. A soft purr begins to vibrate steadily. Emotional openness strengthens attachment more than perfection ever could. 6. Science of attachment. Cats do not stay with humans for food alone. They form emotional bonds that mirror early attachment patterns. In daily life, separation happens often. You leave the house. You enter another room. You close a door for a short time. Many assume cats are indifferent to these changes. They appear independent and self-contained. Yet research using attachment tests shows that many cats display signs of secure bonding. They show mild stress when separated and visible calm when reunited. This means your consistency shapes their sense of security. Reliable responses lower anxiety. Gentle reunions strengthen stability. The practical step is steady routine. Leave and return without drama. Speak in the same tone. Maintain predictable habits. Gradually, your cat greets you with softer eyes. They approach without tension. Their body language becomes open rather than guarded. Attachment is built through repetition, not intensity. 7. The final verdict, when a cat chooses you. How do you know the moment your cat has truly decided you're safe? What if the answer is quieter than you expect? You notice small changes over time. Your cat sleeps closer than before. They stretch beside you without flinching. They move from room to room, quietly follow your steps. Most people look for dramatic signs of affection. They expect loud purring or constant contact. But the real verdict is subtle. A cat that trusts you no longer tracks every movement. They stop watching you with cautious eyes. In the wild, constant vigilance means survival. When that vigilance fades in your presence, it means the nervous system feels secure. There is nothing complicated to do here. Continue moving gently. Keep your voice steady. Respect space even after trust appears. Soon your cat rests with their back turned toward you. They expose their belly without tension. They fall asleep deeply at your side. When a cat chooses you, it is never by accident. Cats choose people the way they choose resting spots, slowly, carefully, and only where they feel secure. Most distance begins with confusion, not rejection. When you respond with patience instead of impulse, your cat starts to soften in ways that are easy to miss but impossible to fake. Select one behavior to adjust for a few days. Observe the difference and share your story so others can learn from it too. Understanding how they decide you're safe naturally leads to discovering what makes them uncomfortable in 11 things cats hate. There is more to uncover about what your cat feels, so subscribe and stay close for what comes next.